Atmaarpana Stuthi, otherwise known as Unmattha Panchaa Shath. After Adi Sankara, there was a great scholar and an interpreter of Advaita Philosophy known as Appayya Dikshitar. He lived around the 15th century and belonged to a place in Sautarka district of Tamil Nadu. He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva and has composed many hymns on Shiva. Once he felt that he has to put himself to a test as to whether his devotion to Lord Shiva was indeed true. He thought, suppose I become insane, will my mouth utter the name of Lord Shiva? If that be so, then it must be real. So he embarked on an experiment. He made a paste of Datura seeds. These seeds are poisonous and, if taken in, will make a person insane. He also prepared an antidote to this poison. He called his disciples. He gave them the poisonous paste and the antidote. He told them to give him the first portion for a week and write down whatever he said in that state of mind. After recording this, they have to give after a week the antidote that would bring him back to normalcy. Indeed, it was a remarkable experiment to find out how serious he was about Shiva. The experiment started. The disciples recorded what he said during that time. It was a hymn on Lord Shiva consisting of 50 verses. This is known as Atmaarpana Stuthi, otherwise known as Unmattha Panchaa Shath. Panchaa Shath means 50 and Unmattha means one who has lost his mind. So it is 50 verses composed during the period when he lost his mind. It is said that the two states of mind that remain pure are that of a child and that of an insane person. Dikshitar felt that in the state of losing his mind, if he spoke things that have nothing to do with Shiva, then his devotion was imperfect and that he needed to do more work and penance. If his devotion was perfect, then he should be still meditating on Shiva, even though he had temporarily become deranged. Listen to this, one of his most beautiful hymns in praise of Lord Shiva. I have divided this into 5 sections, each containing 10 verses. This is the third section dealing with verses 21 to 30. In verses 21 to 30, Dikshitar says like this: O Lord Shiva, you alone are the controller of the bondage and liberation of those who are subject to birth. Therefore, save me, who is suffering in this terrible torrent of transmigratory existence, which is the most dreadful repository of all misery. Even if men can roll up the sky like a sheet of leather, They will not be able to end all sorrow without knowing you. O Lord of knowledge, for those whose minds are fixed on you, knowledge is attainable by your grace alone. It is not possible without your grace. So I seek refuge in you. Be kind enough to endow me with knowledge for loosening the knot of bondage. O Lord, even Brahma, Vishnu, and other gods have to wait long before you, propitiating you, seeking an opportunity to pray for the fulfillment of their desires. I, who is only like a worm, pray for quick refuge in you, only because of my faith in your compassion. I am the worst among the sinners. I am fickle-minded towards sense objects, always harming myself by looking upon my body-mind complex as myself. I am the very abode of all weaknesses. I am ignorant of even the scent of meritorious actions. Even though this is so, it is not proper for you to reject this miserable one, who has surrendered himself at your lotus feet, O Lord. O Lord, if you reject me, saying that I do not deserve to be given refuge at your feet, then I am lost now itself, out of the fear of lack of a protector. Will the village accept an unfavorable son who has been rejected by his mother herself? Therefore, O Lord, forgive my sins. Instruct my mind, which is inclined towards evil actions, to proceed in the right way. But it is not proper for you, O Lord, to reject one who has surrendered at your lotus feet in unsurpassed anguish, and who has placed all his burden on you. O Lord Shiva, I am now free from fear, having surrendered myself into your supporting hands. I beseech you to protect me always. Brahmopendra Prabhutipirabhis Swepsita Prarthanaya Swaminagre Chiram Avasarat Toshayadbihi Patikshaha Dragevatvam Yadiha Sharanam Prarthaje Kitakalpaha Tadvishwadi Tava Kirpam Eva Vishwasya Dine Karmajnana Prasayamakhilam Dushkaram Natha Pasyanne Papa Asaktam Hridayamapicha Parajan Sanirothum Samsarakye Puraharamagat Andhakupe Vishidanne Astalamba Prapatanamidam Prapyate Nirbhayosmi Tvamevaikam Hatajanipathe Panthamasmin Prapanche Matva Janma Prasaya Jaladher Bhibyata Parasunyat Yatte Dhanya Swaravaramukham Dakshinam Samshayanti Klishtam Ghore Chiramiha Bhave Tenamam Pahi Nityam Eko Sitvam Shivajani Matab Ishvaro Bandhamuktyoho क्लेशाङ्गारा वलिषु लुटतः कागतिस्त्वां विना मे तस्मादस्मिन्निह पशुपते घोरजन्मप्रवाहे किन्नं दैन्या करमति भयं मां भजस्व प्रपन्नम् यो देवानां प्रथममशुभद्रवको भक्तिभाजा पूर्वं विश्वादिकशतधृतिं जायमानं महर्षिः दृश्या पश्यत् सकलजगति सृष्टिसामर्थ्यदात्र्या सत्वं ग्रन्थिः प्रविलयकृते विद्यया योजयास्मान् यद्याकाशं शुभदमनुजा चर्मवद्वेष्टयेयुः दुःखस्यान्तं तदपि पुरुषः त्वामविज्ञाजनेति विज्ञानं च त्वयि शिवऋते त्वत्प्रसादान्न लभ्यं तद्दुःखार्तः कमिह शरणं यामि देवं त्वदन्यं किं गूढार्थैरकृतकवचो गुम्फनैः किं पुराणैः तन्त्राद्यैर्वा पुरुषमतिभिः दुर्निरूप्यैकमत्यैः किं वा शास्त्रैरपलकलहोल्लासमात्रप्रधानैः विद्याविद्येश्वरकृतधियां केवलं त्वत्प्रसादात् पापिष्टोकं विषयचपलः सन्ततद्रोहशाली कार्पण्यैकस्थिरनवसतिः पुण्यगन्धानभिज्ञः यद्यप्येवं तदपि शरणं त्वत्पदाब्जं प्रपन्नं नैनं दीनं स्मरहर तवोपेक्षितुं नाथ युक्तम् आलोच्यैवं मयि यदि भवान् नाथ दोषाननन्तान् अस्मत्पादाश्रयणपदवीं नार्हतीति क्षिपेन्माम् अद्यैवेवं शरणविरहात् विद्धि भीत्यैव नष्टं ग्रामो गृह्णात् अधिकतनयं किं नु मात्रा निरस्तम् क्षन्तव्यं वा निखिलमपि मे भूतभाविव्यलीकम् दुर्व्यापारप्रवणमथवा शिक्षणीयं मनो मे न त्वेवार्त्या निरतिशयया त्वत्पदाब्जं प्रपन्नं त्वद्विन्यस्त्याखिलभरममुं युक्तमीश प्रहातुम् This hymn is also available as an audio book. The link for this audio book is given in the description part of this presentation.